Okay, so should we talk about the intricacies of people being worried about body counts and in their sex life? Is that something that we want to talk about? There's a great little rabbit hole to go down here, but I was just like, we got too serious in the last video, and then now we're gonna get into something that we all agree on, which is like, who cares, right? But I had this saved because on the woman posting their L's online account, there is a TikTok that says, I was talking to this guy I met on Tinder, having the best conversations while we sipped on our boba. But when he found out that my body count was close to triple digits, the conversation got quiet. He ghosted me after and blocked my Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. Do all guys really care that much? Maybe I should start telling my dates that I'm a virgin instead. This was apparently to them an L that a woman posted online. This TikTok to me is like obvious bait for like right-wing chuds to like come in the comments and be like really pissed off about it. But the sentiment still stays the same, which is that apparently this is a specific thing for a woman posting an L because she's talking about the fact that her body count is close to the triple digits, which means that she's almost had sex with 100 people, which again doesn't matter to most people in terms of like what other people do. I think everyone has standards and expectations in relationships, and it's totally valid to be not okay with someone or have a preference for somebody that has not had as much experience in the bedroom. That's valid because you can make your own decisions. Preferences in dating are always valid to yourself, unless you're a fucking like a racist person or a pedophile. Then that's obviously, you know, it's nuanced to everything. The bottom line is, it is not an L for a stranger to say their body count is close to triple digits because you're not in a relationship with this person. This is someone else's business. And even though I don't think this story is real, these kind of things happen and it's worth talking about, right? I'll say something crazy. It's okay that this guy ghosted her, blocked her on all this stuff, whatever, because you're allowed to make your own decisions. You have your own preferences with dating. And although you might be an asshole, there's no like rule to how you have to do your life. It is okay if you are uncomfortable communicating a different way to just like, and this is like your first date or whatever, do whatever you want. I don't care because it's your life. You might be kind of an asshole for not like explaining or not at least like explaining that you're not interested in the conversation anymore, but there's no rule against doing that. This post doesn't say that. This post asks if guys care that much. And to men, this is an L. You know, to women posting their L's online, this counts as one of them, an L. Something that is just as valid is her having a body count close to 100 people. You know why? Because it's her own life. She gets to have her own decision over it. And it's two consenting adults that came together, had a date, and it didn't work out, right? She was just asking if people care that much and if she should start telling her dates that she's a virgin instead, which she should not do. It's also kind of weird in a lot of ways for a lot of dates to bring up body count on the first date if you're sipping on boba tea. I understand if you're hooking up with someone, but maybe on the first date while you're sipping boba tea, that conversation shouldn't come up, you know? It's okay to hold back that information. It's not okay to lie about it. It's okay to be like, I'm uncomfortable talking about it, and the other person can make a decision. I think when we talk about these things, it always seems like you have to say one person should act a certain way, one person should act another way. The answer is everyone's an adult, and it's okay to have preferences in dating, but it's not okay to body shame people for having sex with a lot of people. This is not okay. This stuff, whatever. This stuff, whatever. This whole thing is whatever. This is not necessary in the context of the situation. Context of the situation is that it's an L to be confused why a guy would ghost you for knowing that your body counts in the triple digits. I am so sure that this post is bait because, like, if we're talking about close to triple digits, I don't think anyone would be like, I didn't know guys cared, because if your body count's close to triple digits, that means you've probably gone on a lot of dates or hookups, and you should kind of know that like certain people are going to feel that way. So that's why I think the post is a lie itself, but that's not really the point. The lesson of it all is that like you never see a post like this with a dude. You just don't. And that's the thing. That's the bottom line. You know, it's crazy to say now because the moment you say that, a bunch of like right-wing high schoolers are like, oh, of course, it's not okay to say because it's a woman. And it's like, yeah, dude, it should be the same both ways. And if the standards aren't the same both ways, I don't think we should body shame men for a high body count either. I think everyone should be able to do what they want with their body as long as they're not hurting anybody else. Then we had Lauren Chen, who is a Turning Point USA contributor. You don't know Turning Point USA? It's run by Charlie Kirk, who has a weird head. Like, he looks so weird. Like, I gotta show you what he looks like now. Like, he looks fucked up, dude. He looks so fucked up. It's so funny. Someone said in chat, if I'm gonna be honest, I might be insecure enough to care about body count, but it's just weird because in general, I don't care. I think I might just be jealous. Listen, this is okay though. Like, what I want to make clear is that when you're dating people, it's not bad for you to feel uncomfortable if someone has a certain sex life. It is bad to ridicule them for it. I think it is wrong to judge them for it, but it is okay to have your own preference on the people you date. You don't have to be forced to date someone, and there's no like moral wrong if you're naturally feeling uncomfortable because of something. It's not slut shaming to, in your own heart, not want to date someone who is, been with a lot of people. That's okay. That's like completely valid. Let's stop calling it body count like people are murderers or something. I agree with that. That is like a really odd term that we use. But again, yeah, bottom line, you shouldn't have to disclose your sexual history unless it pertains to sexual health and STDs, Keep yourself safe and healthy. And besides that, be consenting adults and be honest with each other. And you can form really healthy relationships despite all that extra stuff. But, don't go out of this thinking that like it's wrong and you're like a slut shamer if you personally feel uncomfortable with people who have slept with a lot of people. That's natural for a lot of people, You can't use it to ridicule and make people feel bad outwardly, You can have your own preferences with anything. With any sort of thing, you are allowed to want to date certain people and not to want to date other people. That's how dating works. You need to want someone in order to make it happen. That's valid for everybody. The problem is when that preference turns into outward actions and hate and thoughts about specific groups of people. It's okay to not want to date a specific type of person, but you cannot let your preference turn into your belief about a certain group of people, right? Let's see how fucked up Charlie Kirk looks in the face. Wait, where is he?
But the point is that...
Yo, where's Charlie Kirk on the Charlie Kirk show? Oh, here he is.
Know how to log into their Facebook account, but are now being asked to go run machines.
Why is he wearing a shirt that says conservative? He looks so weird. His head looks like a bowling ball with little blueberries on it. He literally looks like the coconut from that Castaway movie. He looks like someone put a bike pump inside of his ear. God, that's crazy, dude. He's just wearing a red shirt that says conservative on it. It's so cool, man. God, he looks so weird. I don't know what he did. Why does he look like that, dude? He doesn't look human.
Because it takes. Steven Richards told me that they have a perfect process, right? So Bill Gates told me that their printers are perfect, and I went in, I scanned it, and it would not scan.
Oh my God, he's doing the voter fraud thing.
I had to do. They're like, "Do you want to just put it in drawer 3?" I was like, "Do not put it in drawer 3."
Yeah,
put it in box 3.
I'm like, when I showed up to mine, I was like, "What is box 3?" I was like, "What are you guys talking about?"
They're literally doing the voter fraud thing. Like, dude, just stop. If voter fraud is real, why do Republicans have the House? Like, what are they saying now about it, right? Because they won the House. So it's like, where's the voter fraud? Is it gone now that you won? Is it going to be gone when Trump wins in 2020? He's like, I'm going to stop voter fraud by winning the election. Dude, if voter fraud's real, then you're not going to win the election. So why are you even running? It's impossible because we frauded it. We frauded you. I do a lot of voter fraud though. Oh yeah, I do. Yep. Well, I voted the other week and I voted 3 times. I went in with a mustache the second time. Like I put on a fake mustache and they fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Yes, they did. Thank you very much. I voted twice for Joe Biden in the recent election. Thank you very much. Anyways, Lauren Chen from Charlie Kirk's Weird Head says, feminism does women a huge disservice by spreading the lie that most men won't care about how many people they've slept with, which is not a thing. Like, a part of feminism is not this thing of being like, babe, I'm a feminist. I don't care how many women you've slept with. That's not even a part of feminism. That's not even a thing anyone says. The only thing that this has to do with is that people are making fun of a random person who's not real. This is a fake post, but a random person who slept with about 100 people. This is not about the fact that most men won't care how many people they've slept with. This person thinks that this girl's like, she's been struck by feminism. And that's why she doesn't understand why guys care that much about it. First of all, this isn't a real person. Second of all, no one ever said that most men don't care about how many people women have slept with. No one's ever said that. You're making that up. The only thing that feminists would say is that, hey, maybe you shouldn't care more about the amount of people a woman has slept with versus a man. Because that's what feminism is. You make them equal. Yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, you do. Go ahead. Do it. Go ahead. Ah! Political sage Rosemary and Thyme. That is such a gross name. We should be trying to get men to feel more ashamed of a high body count rather than trying to get women to feel less ashamed of a high body count. Feminism is about trying to get women to adopt all the characteristics of the types of men who give man a bad name. Who give man a bad name? No, that's not what feminism's about. It's not about trying to get women to adopt the bad men characteristics. Like, this is an insane sentence to say because it's just like so not true. Like, don't get anyone feeling more ashamed. Just let people fuck. Yes, thank you, Waffle Dog. Let people fuck. Enough with all this stuff, okay? Let the people fuck, right? Like, what are we doing, guys? What the hell are we doing? I'm old school. Double digits is a warning sign. Triple digits is an addiction or a profession. Like, dude, just say that you don't fuck, bro. Like, just say that you haven't hit double digits because you're an anti-vaxxer who looks like this. If a woman has slept with more than 5, she has next to 0 chance of pair bonding and will never be your mate, and you will always just be a date to her. That's just not true, though. Really? Once you have sex with more than 5 people, then that's it? You're done? Knock me up. Just joking. Why did I say that? But seriously, are you that much of a loser, Bona Necrone, that 5 people is where you cut it off? Like, you are a freaking loser, dude. He's linking Steven Crowder's show. He's promoting it on his own. People don't even do that for me, and I'm cool. Guy's a fucking loser. Pair bonding. What am I, Bluetooth?
But the majority of women, if they were truly being honest with themselves, are seeking male validation.
What? Who is that? Oh my god, who is that guy? That is too funny. Look at him. He's just holding 4 condoms that look like they're not even attached to each other. Male validation with the iMovie font. And like a random, like, what is, this is like the most confusing, this could be a meme in itself. I got to screenshot this for the Queef Jerky Instagram account. That's funny. I'm going to post that on Queef Jerky 2022 on Instagram.com if you guys want to put that on your Instagram story. It's going to be a banger. Oh yeah, it will.
Validation, a sense of self-worth and affection.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucked. Anyways, I guess that's the end of the video. Stop being assholes to women. How am I still making videos about this? Hey, how do I get made fun of for making videos about this for some reason? And it's like, dude, how is this still happening? Like, how do I end up coming back to like the most basic ideas? Like, this whole video, I think we already know the answer to. It's just like bizarre to me that I have to like spell it out for people. There are so many beliefs that people are so like back and forth about just because of like misogyny, right? There's so many situations where guys will be like, dude, just let us do whatever we want. Like, if it's not bothering you, then it's okay. And it's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. If you're not bothering me, go do what you want as long as you're not hurting anybody else. But then they turn around and they're like, well, you have to act this way or you're morally a bad person, right? Let people fuck.